A new One Piece trailer has been released, and I wouldn't be an anime fanboy if I didn't check this thing out. Since the trailer goes all over the place in the season, I'll be ordering the shots in the trailer to make it clear to follow. So, let's get to it. The trailer begins with the most important event of the series that starts the entire plot, the execution of Gol D. Roger, and damn, he's looking fresh. The outfit and look overall is almost one-to-one with the anime. While he's taking his last steps, we actually get our first shot of the Marines, and they look pretty spot on. We see them carrying a sword on their side while holding a gun, which is the classic loadout for every entry-level Marine. The executioners look great as well, but maybe get rid of those helmets, they look a little big on them. And no idea who this guy is, guessing a fleet admiral, judging from his age maybe Garp, but he looks a little too cynical for him. It could be the Lava Admiral, and don't judge me for not knowing all the character names, there's too many. During Roger's speech, we get a few shots of the One Piece crew with Zoro still looking fucking badass. The bandana was perfect, but I wonder how it'll look when he has a sword in his mouth. Nami's also rocking that bandana look, and I think it actually makes the wig look more realistic. If the series gets a season 2, I wonder if they'll do the whole fan service thing similar to the anime. They make Nami wear some ridiculous stuff. It's hard to judge Usopp since it's such a departure from how he looks from the anime, but overall I like it, but I am worried that seeing him use a slingshot would be too goofy. The anime was able to make it look cool by using some interesting camera angles and techniques to give the shot some more impact. Hopefully the show puts similar effort when he does his crazy sniper shots. And finally, Sanji looks great. The hair really holds it together alongside his classic outfit. Now he just needs a cigarette, someone grab him a smoke. Next, funny enough, as Luffy is floating across the ocean, the Alvida pirates appear on the scene, and having a heart as a pirate flag is surprisingly not that bad. The ship does clearly look CG, but I kinda like the cartoony ship design. The ship combat looks pretty chaotic, having cannons exploding, wood burning, and pirates swinging aboard. Honestly, I didn't care much about the ship combat in the anime, but it looks solid in the live action. Is that the captain? I know she's a one-off character for the most part, but they gave Buggy the full anime treatment with the introduction, while she just looks like a chubby girl cosplay. This leads to Luffy meeting Koby as he explains why being a pirate is so badass. We see what I believe is the location where he meets Zoro, but surprisingly Nami's also there, so they might be changing up where a few meetups happen. We get a few shots of Buggy's tent, making me think that we'll get to see a bit more dialogue between them before they throw down. It'll probably be used to introduce Buggy more thoroughly and give an opportunity for Luffy and the gang to talk about their goals for the viewers who aren't a hardcore fan of One Piece. Then Nami will probably do her thing and try to steal from Buggy and end up starting a fight. Speaking of the fight, it seems to be taking advantage of the tent staging, which is a great way to show up some unique lighting and continue with that creepy Buggy clown theme. Thankfully, he looks a lot more tame. I'm not much of a horror fan, and the whole point of Buggy is supposed to be a big joke of a pirate. And surprisingly, his Chop Chop cannon actually looks pretty good. It feels like he actually has full control over it, and it's not just flying around. As the trailer continues, the next key shot is Sanji's amazing boat restaurant, which will have some spectacular fight scenes awaiting it. I actually haven't seen it in so long, so I went to see how it compares to the anime, and well, you can clearly see which one is better. The live action version does an amazing job using the inspiration from the anime to generate a unique design that combines boat architecture and restaurants. It needed to be classy because it's hosting for high class individuals, but also have a little bit of pirate in it since the chef is an ex-captain. We get another exterior shot of the restaurant later in the trailer, and I was surprised to see they actually kept the fish head. The scene looks so lifelike, making me feel like the cast was actually in the middle of the ocean, and the Navy ships in the background matches their clientele, as most of their customers were Navy. Unfortunately, we don't see much of the Navy ships, but we do get another shot of the Going Merry, and it looks perfect. Other than those lifeless eyes. We also get a few shots of the interior, and I was right, it definitely screams high class. The crew is actually wearing some different clothes, so we hopefully might get to see a few wardrobe changes along the series. In the anime, it makes sense that they're wearing all the same clothes, but it's still good to mix it up in the live action. Usopp looks like a wannabe captain, might just be pretending to be someone else so they'll serve him food. The Straw Hat Pirates are practically nobodies at this point of the series, so it makes sense that he has to pretend to be someone else. We finally see Sanji in action, and it looks great. Although the person he's fighting is unexpected, being a fishman. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of off. I think it's because the build just looks too human. Fishmen are supposed to be buffer, taller, have some scales, and bright blue or purple skin. He just looks like a dude painted blue for the most part. Although the tattoo is fire. It seems from the trailer that they're replacing the entire set of pirates that were supposed to appear at the restaurant with Arlong's crew instead. It's unfortunate because even though they're one-off villains, they gave amazing scenes. But there's already so many characters in this one season, so I understand. I'm assuming they're showing up to drag Nami back, destroying the restaurant in the process. It gives Sanji a reason to tag along as he bonds with the crew and get his revenge. One Piece is killing it with their badass characters because soon after Sanji's fight, we get to see Hawkeye Mihawk and he's looking badass. The sword looks pretty on point. The jewels might be a little bit too much, but I still love it. Another important character that we also see is Shanks. Him, I'm not sure about. Hawkeye Mihawk has the cool eyes and he's like screaming the character. But Shanks looks a little too old for me. Maybe in the show they'll win me over, but at the moment I just can't say if I love it or not. Then finally we hit the last arc of the show, which is gonna be Nami's Island. I'm not gonna say much because the clips are so short, but I'm loving the CG overall. The only thing I don't like is Arlong's look. He just looks like a brittle old man. Like, just look at him. Like, it just doesn't work. He's too thin. He's not tall enough. His sword is like practically taller than him. So like, that's just weird. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm hoping he's supposed to be the final villain, so he's not supposed to flop. He's supposed to be the biggest impact of the season. Hopefully he looks better during fights, or maybe the CG is getting improved, but at the moment, I'm really worried about that one thing about Nami's arc. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked that trailer analysis. If you have any thoughts, put them in the comments below and subscribe.